I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it, and it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo Porso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo Porso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo Porso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo Porso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo Porso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo Porso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the dirt, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. When that rush comes, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I'm painted like a fool. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm
Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line.
Ready. Hey, check.
A give, Eckler running to the right. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Nice move.
To throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Ready.
Throwing his Lance on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
On play action, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Lance going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Red cycle.
Again, it's Lance. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, Winston. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. In motion comes the tight end left. A first down throw for Winston. Out to his left. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the... Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, touchdown! Taysom Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Jameis now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mitchell fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Green Jack. Ready.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. In motion left here, Landry. Play action now, Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Touchdown, Saints! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Austin Eckler, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Winston finds his man. It's Thomas.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Play fake. Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. The kick by Lutz is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler.
And this one is incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Ball red. Roster 6.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Come on, set. White. Blue striker. Hey.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Red striker.
A final shot before half for Lance.
He'll get this to Eckler.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
He's got a man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Ty Summers there on the tackle. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Winston tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Winston on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Winston on 4th down. Olave holds it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off the play fake, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd and 11 now, Winston. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Steps away. Got an open man. It's Olave. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Throwing, Winston. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Landry, the receiver, in motion left. Jameis again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Field black. You yellow. Real green. Right.
Here's Lance. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Green jacket. 6. Rebel. Eagle blue. Ready.
Now Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Red, yellow. Light blue. Black, red. Red.
The Lance going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Black shot.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball red. Cluster, 6. White.
Desperation time here. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Thomas, the man in motion left. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They find they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ready up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And Lance now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And yikes, this will get out of bounds. So without even a return, they're going to be set up on the outskirts of the red zone. Slot man moves right. Winston here to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. from the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Charles.